Okay, now I'm recording.
Oh, YouTubers.
Okay, really wish I'd gone back to watch the video, because my memory is a little fragmented on where we were. I remember you guys teleporting back to the Master's house. You guys had some dinner. You guys were talking and telling the great tale of, the great adventure you had on the island to everybody at the Master's house. Then after dinner, uh, just as dinner was finishing up, the four scholars, two scholars and their security, just passed out. Um, I remember you moving them over to couches, and then you guys tried all sorts of things to try to bring them back, but they remained in a coma. And at some point, Sky went out to pray to Maliki at her shrine, if I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
And you had a vision where they all basically told you they don't belong there. Do you guys remember if you drew any conclusions for that from
I
that?
don't think so.
I think that's about where we left it.
Okay, so let's pick it up. Um, Sky has just returned. I remember Lazem sitting on the corner of the table. I don't know why that detail sticks in my head, but it does. Um, Sky's just returned, has told you guys about this vision, and what do you guys want to do?
Um, I think it means we need to head back to the island to finish off whatever it is.
It may also mean that there's additional evil of some sort on that island that we need to deal with.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We need to head back there to deal with it.
Is there a way to get back there quickly?
Sky brought something from the island. So, yes, we can use that and find probably, what's his name? The dwarf. Or the gnome, sorry. And get him to teleport us back there.
Stumbleduck.
Stumbleluck, yeah.
And ask him if he's seen any big black Aarakocras lately. Or he'd love that.
I'm sure.
Was that a
Do
reference to Agris?
But yes.
Okay, just double checking.
Since we're always pissed him off.
Just double checking.
okay. In order to return to the island, do we need to take the 4 who are now apparently comatose, or just the fact that we go back there will change that?
No clue.
All any of them kept repeating to me is that they don't belong here. That's all I got from it.
So, should we load them in the wagon and head off to Paramore? Or should we go directly to can't remember the name of the tavern. Take them that way. What's the fastest way to get to Stumblebrook?
Probably from the teleportation, sir.
Okay. And we should take them along so that he knows the full extent of what we're asking.
Might be a good idea, yeah.
Okay.
Gonna be quite interesting hauling people with us. Might raise some questions.
Ariana, give me an intelligence check.
That's how you do that.
Yeah.
And you guys, every time I asked for a check yesterday, everyone kept critting on their checks.
Nice.
Okay. Um. If you are going to go, proceed on the assumption that they are comatose because there's still evil on the island. Um, which, of course, you guys know there is because you guys didn't deal with Ilaria. You never even met Ilaria while you were on the island. Um, okay, how am I going to phrase this? Hmm. Um. Okay, so let's list some facts that you guys know. One, you know that Alaria is on the island. Um,
That's an evil form of Alaria.
correct. Um, and that if it's Alaria, it would be a major coincidence if Oriah and the cult wasn't involved. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems reasonable.
Okay. Um, that being said, you guys have consecrated that temple to use um, in a plan to destroy the artifacts.
Yeah.
And in God damn it. Any effort to destroy the evil on the island completely is probably going to require destruction of the artifacts.
All right.
So we should take the ones we have with us. Or is it best to leave them here for now?
Uh, Probably take. When we were learning how to destroy them, we realized that we needed all of them, or we need to destroy all of them together, correct?
Correct.
Okay. But we don't have all of them.
No, but that means we will need to get them.
You guys have access to all of them, as far as you know.
Do we?
Yeah, and you guys are holding the. See, what was the last one? The jawbone of famine. And the other three were hidden by Sorsha, Iriana, and Varric.
Well, assuming we can recover those 3, then we may have the ability to take them back together. But trying to move along even by teleport with the 4 of them together, how risky is that?
Sorry, could you ask that again?
I said to move even by teleport um, with all 4 of the artifacts together, how risky is that? And the corollary to that is, would Sumbleduck have some method of making it safer?
I'm not sure. We can give a specific risk level to, and I'm also not sure if you would have anything to make it safer. Most likely not.
Can we teleport directly to Stumbleduck's tower, or do we need to go to the tavern first?
We do not have a way to get directly to his tower.
The way to get directly to his tower is the exact spell that we need to get directly to the island, which is what we need him for.
Okay. So I guess we gather the artifacts we have or can get and go to Parabor.
Probably. I can retrieve mine, though it'll take a little while. The other one will need to try and figure out their clues.
Well, and since I'm not actually the best riddle solver in the world, I'm going to continue to sit there, move over to a comfortable chair in the main room of the master's house and continue to play my mandolin and maybe creating that calm, at least exterior, will help us to solve the riddles and collect the remaining artifacts. Among other things, I can play the Song of Rest, which should help to calm everyone and maybe reduce the tensions of trying desperately to find what we don't have.
Sounds good. So how do you want to do this, guys?
Um,
It's nighttime right now, right?
Yes.
You want to wait till the morning and take off, or
probably. Yeah, it would probably make sense to wait until the morning. Um, I think so. I'll just tell Sky and Lazum and Rogar what my intelligence check yielded that to fully destroy the corruption on the island, we'll probably need to actually destroy the items. In which case, our order of events should probably be to go collect the items and then head back to the island with them in hand.
Hopefully, the scholars and their security will remain in a coma and not deteriorate while they wait for us.
Hopefully, yes. But we don't really have a better thing to do than wait.
Okay, so you guys are gonna bed down for the night and then deal with stuff in the morning?
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. So you guys head off to bed. Um, okay, Sky, go ahead and give me a roll. Get your poisoner's kit.
query?
Um, mm, intelligence? Wisdom? Something like that? Do you have a description of what this poison does?
Yeah, if Roll20 will let me freaking select it.
Is it in Roll20?
Yeah, it's I have it under my summons under Sky's Poisons.
Gotcha. There it is. Give me a second. Holy shit, dude. Okay, give me a Constitution saving throw. Um, while you're working on it, um, things don't go quite the way you want. You do spill a little um, of the ingredients that you're trying to use to make this very, very deadly poison. Um, luckily, they are not quite as potent until they're mixed properly. So they don't. You manage to shrug off any ill effects. Um, unfortunately, it does take you longer to make it than you would like. So after about um, say 5.5 hours,
Yep.
you finally finish it. You're tired. You're sweating from the effort of the concentration, and more than a little bit rattled the fact that you were lucky enough to not kill yourself accidentally.
Well, that wouldn't have happened, but
You know what I mean.
yeah. But we're in the poisoner's kit. I couldn't possibly expose myself to the effects. So
Really?
Handle poison. Your proficiency allows you to handle and apply a poison without risk of exposing yourself to its effects.
Hmm. All right.
At least per rock.
Yeah. I like my explanation better, but that's okay. Okay, so you got your potion made, or poison made.
Well, sitting and simmering.
Well, yeah. As far as you could make it. Um, and Sable has agreed to watch it for you while it cooks.
Then I will get what trance I can before somebody wakes me up.
Okay. Um, anyone else want to do anything?
No, not really.
No, I'm just trying to keep a calm mood for everything going on. And as each of us finishes within, once they've headed off to bed, I will also.
Okay. Um, okay, so you guys head off to bed. Um, Sky a little bit later than the rest of you. But you wake up in the morning. As far as you can tell, it's a nice, peaceful day. Master's house is bustling with its normal daily activity. Um, the students are setting the table for breakfast, and the scholars and dwarves have been moved to the infirmary.
All right.
So, see, I believe Iriana is the only one who knows where these clues can be found.
I think so, yeah.
From what I remember, all the clues were put into different books, and then the names of those books are put into yet a fourth book, which only Iriana knows the name to. from the Master's House Library. The books from the Master's House Library. So,
Now to find where I put that note. Thought I could have sworn I kept stuff on the character sheet, but I don't see it anywhere in there.
Is this a case of having been too efficient in hiding?
Maybe.
uh, um, you have this handout, Ariana.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that what you're looking for? Okay.
Yes, it is. I see it there. Um, I don't remember if we put the 3 different clues in a 4th book, but I do have the names of the books here. Or they are in that note. So in the morning, once everyone heads downstairs, then I will wait until everyone's down and then say that we need to head into the library here in the master's house and check out some books. And then start heading that way and just wait for everyone to follow.
I'll follow right along.
As will I, sleepily.
You can take a full trance, guys. It's not.
Okay.
I mean, unless the
Right.
others are gonna specifically go up and wake you.
Yeah.
Okay. Go on your way.
Then I will give. We have 4 of us. So I will say that we need to find these 2 books. And I cannot remember where we put them in the library here, but I'm sure my character would have an idea of where they were put just a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So I will point the areas where they should be out to people, like out to the other 3, and then I will go grab my own book.
Okay. Um. Um. Give me some. Everyone, give me investigation checks. Let's see how well the students have taken care of the library.
Do I need to give one as well?
Yeah, please. You came up with the name of these books, right, Bo?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Sky and Lazum find theirs without a problem. Um. Bo, yours seems to be missing.
Mine
Or
is missing.
Iriana. Sorry. Yeah, Iriana, your book seems to be missing.
I will spend some more time looking and say, and just like mutter out loud, I could have sworn it was right here before. Sky or Lazen, would you guys be able to help me check a little bit?
Sure, I'll do what I can.
Feel free to do another investigation check if you want. At disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yeah. Because it's already been looked for once. As in, you and whoever is helping you would be rolling at disadvantage. Does that make sense? So you still get to both roll.
I really want to say it's because she's short, but I mean, Lasem can do it, so she should be able to do it.
Um, the three of you look around where Ariana's pretty sure she left the book for another hour or so, and can't seem to find it. And just as you guys are about to give up, um, Sky, you notice a book, um, underneath the leg of one of the tables. Like someone was using it to balance the table. And wouldn't you know, it's the one you're looking for.
Which is Mostly Complete History of Marion Vale, Volume 15.
I just love that he added the volume 15 part.
And it's only mostly complete with 15 volumes.
Right?
Exactly.
That must be a really big history.
You better believe it. Or each volume's like 3 pages long.
Like the Harry Potter books, the side books. Here, have a 10-page book. What?
Exactly.
No, you can't have that puppy. She's eyeing the 2 Polish sausages my dad brought me for lunch. Not that I blame her, but you know. Okay, so Sky, we'll say you went and looked for the complete annotated lineage of the town of Parabor. In which case, that is where Sorsha left her clue. As you leaf through the pages, printed neatly on the first page, you know, the first blank page of books, it simply says, when it is needed, it will reveal itself, but not before.
So does that mean we need to take this book along?
It's up to you.
May as well.
I mean, it's just a book. Can't hurt to carry it along with you, right?
That's true enough. All I was thinking was if it won't reveal itself until it is needed, then best we can do is to carry along the book that is going to identify when it's needed, I think.
I will put it in my haversack.
Okay. Lazem, as you look through your book, about a third of the way through the book, looks like there's an additional page that's actually been added, whether through craft or magic, you're not sure. But it says, the only thing written on this page in very, let's just say sloppy, very sloppy script, says, to find what you seek, you must find an artifact of great power. You must look for the seas that have no water, mountains have no rock, and land has no grass. When you must go north of thunder, whilst avoiding going too far, for there lies certain death. To the east lies the ruin of forgotten past, and to the west lies the nothings of inconsequence.
And I got this because I'm so good at defining riddles.
Well, that's for the whole party to figure out. This is the one from Varric, and it is in the Chimera, the Warlock, and the Wine Bottle. And of course, Ariana, your clue is old drunkards aren't always who they seem.
Yep.
But you already know yours, so we don't need to discover that.
So could north of Thunder be uh, just to the northern edge of the Thunder Peaks?
It definitely might be.
But not too far north because of the two facts here. To the east lies a ruin of a forgotten path.
You must look for seas that have no water. I know where it is, and I'm not really understanding his clue here. Look for seas that have no water. Mountains have no rock. And land that has no grass.
Well, the land that has no grass could be a desert.
That would also be seas that have no water. And I guess sand dunes would be mountains that have no rock.
That could be. And that all might be up here south of the unnamed hamlet.
It might also not be on this map.
That's true enough.
Alamshan has a lot of desert.
Well, there's also a pretty large desert in the northwest of this map.
Yeah.
Kalimshan's not on this map, right, Sky?
No,
Okay, I was like, wait a minute,
it's way far to the southeast. That's close to where Rogar's from.
yeah, I was
Actually, I
like,
think it is.
wait a minute, that doesn't work. See, then you must go north of Thunder, whilst avoiding going too far, for there lies certain death. North of Thunder. I guess that would be the Thunder Peaks. Maybe.
And south of Nirsan, because there would likely be sudden death for us.
To the east lies the ruins of forgotten past, and to the west lies the nothings of inconsequence.
Those ruins over south of the Dalelands.
Those are actually the ruins that you saw. That was like your first assignment. Remember, you had to go rescue those.
Yeah.
That other graduating class from the school. It's like the very first thing you guys did. I guess second thing is you went to get supplies first.
So is that wording exactly what you had? Because it sounds some grammatical mistakes in there.
Yeah, English is not his first
I see.
language.
So you must look for seas that have no water, mountains that have no rock, land has no grass. I'm pretty sure that's a riddle that is like a map or something.
Oh, yeah.
In the book that his clue was in, can I look and see if there's a map in there anywhere?
Sure, you can leaf through it. It doesn't appear to be a map. At least nothing. I mean, there's maps related to the story itself, I think. Maybe. But nothing related to the real world.
Yeah.
Well, the game world, but real world. You know what I mean.
All right.
Well, I think the nothings of inconsequence could well mean that to the west lies this area around here where,
I don't see you. Ping.
oh, I don't know how to ping on this map.
Just click and hold. Okay, so you're up, looking up near the Dale Lands.
Yeah, this section that surrounded by a pathway, at least on 2 or 3 sides, and then
I mean,
a
like
river below that.
right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And I don't remember having to do anything in that area. So maybe that's the nothings of inconsequence. And the ruins would be just east of there. And this desert might be the seas with no water, mountains with no rock, and land with no grass. So maybe,
I'm not seeing a desert over here though. Oh, you think that's a desert?
yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe it isn't.
I guess it could be. I kind of took up his foothills personally, but
He went when he left us. He went to find his wife in Waterdeep, didn't he?
Well, it was to find his wife, but his wife and stepdaughter, I believe, were at his home.
In
He never told you where his home was.
where he said something about Waterdeep.
Didn't he say he often traveled to Waterdeep for other things?
That could be. I mean, honestly, I don't remember. I vaguely remember him saying something about Waterdeep as well, but I'm going off of what I know and where I know this thing is supposed to be, according to what he told me, and has nothing to do with Waterdeep. So, if
Yeah.
if he said he went to Waterdeep to get his wife, then I apologize, but
Maybe that was just a distraction.
that could be.
Yeah. So,
Is it on that subset, like the map that we're on right now?
Waterdeep? No.
No,
No.
the
What we're
location of
talking
the item.
about, the location that you know that you're telling us
Oh,
that not to look at Waterdeep, is it on this map? Because I'm
yes.
looking at a different map because I'm confused as where I'm supposed to be looking.
Yes, it's on this map. But honestly, I think I'm just gonna go with wherever you guys decide these clues go, because I do not see how he gets to where he told me it is with these clues. Because I guess I didn't look at this very well. Because his whole thing was that he had made a fortress at Darkhold, and that was his home. And he and his wife and stepdaughter lived at Darkhold, basically. So, I mean, can you guys see any way that those clues lead to Darkhold at all?
No. In my mind, they're all over on the right hand side of the map there.
Exactly.
Like the clue leads somewhere over on the right.
Seas that have no water could be the plains, Giant's Plain, but then the mountain, the thunder doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Mountains that don't have any rock, I guess the far hills could be. And hills are basically, depending on where you're at, small mountains.
Yeah.
Not in Colorado, but out
Yeah, I don't
out
have
out on
the.
the east side. Out on the east side of the country, they consider things mountains that we would just kind of laugh at.
Yeah.
You mean
Yeah,
like most of the Appalachians that don't even reach 5,000 feet?
Speed bumps.
Exactly. Rolling hills in Pennsylvania that people are like, yeah, go up the mountain. And I'm like, that's not a mountain. That's barely a foothill.
Yeah, so I guess the far hills could be Mountains with no rocks. I guess, maybe. But that north of thunder, that's what gets me.
Yeah, because the only thing I see with thunder on any of this Northwest Faerun map is Thunder Peaks.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is tax beyond my poor little brain to handle. So I'll go with whatever you guys figure out.
Okay, so how do you guys want to handle this? Do you want to give me a few minutes to come up with something else? Or what? Because obviously,
Sure, that works.
obviously these clues don't lead to where he thought they led.
At least not the way we're understanding the clues.
Yeah.
On the other hand, he was kind of an odd fellow, so maybe to him it all makes sense.
Yes, Atlas was an odd duck.
Yeah, just give him a call. It's like what, like 2, 3 in the morning right now? All good.
Something like that, yeah. Ask him a question about something he hasn't thought about in 6 months.
6 months,
I don't know, however long ago he was with the party.
like 2 years ago.
Was it that long? Oh, yeah, I guess it is. It was, because, yeah, it. Jeez. Time flies.
There is a difference between actual time and game time.
Well, game time has been like, what, a month and a half or something like that?
Something, yeah. Well, what level's his character, White?
Um. Come on, open up. 15. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Especially so.
We hit level 15 June of 2020. We hit level 16 April of 2021.
Damn. I make you guys wait for those levels, don't I?
And Wirt joined us in October of 2020. So it's been over 2.5 years since we had Varric.
Jeez. I remember he joined just as you guys hit 15 because he was so excited that he got to join at 15. Because he'd never played a high level wizard. Which I was really regretting. You realize that high level wizards can do just about anything they want?
Yeah, they can do quite a lot.
Anyway, let's go ahead and take a break. I know it's a little early, but I'll work on a new clue and figure this out. So I guess see you guys back here in a little bit.
All right.
I'm back whenever.
Welcome back.
Me too.
sorry about the wait, guys. Um, you guys there?
Hello?
Hello?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I was told I had to order dinner as well. I started ordering it, and then I realized, wait a minute, I'm recording this. I can't record me ordering dinner because it would give away vital information or personal information. So I had to figure out how to do it on my cell phone. Okay, so I have a clue. Um,
You're probably the only one.
really clever.
I don't have a clue.
Happens when you get old,
Wow.
or so I've heard.
Well, you just hang on. You'll find out pretty soon.
Wow. Just wow. Um, okay, who was it that picked up the Chimera Warlock in the wine bottle?
Lays, I believe.
Lazen, roll me an Arcana check. Okay. Um, as soon as you pick up this book, you can feel that it's enchanted. Um, and as you flip through looking for the clue, you find that extra page that's been added in the middle. Again, whether through craft or magic, you're not sure. But as you find that page, you can the feeling that this book is enchanted is kind of doubled down, and but you see a single line. Um, Written there in a very sloppy script. Start in the harvestman's retreat.
I'm sorry.
Start in the harvestman's retreat. That's the only line you see. It's I copied it into Roll20 chat if you want to read it.
All right. Well, just that line itself doesn't give me anything, so we'll see.
You can all share it with your party members. Maybe they think of something.
Okay. I haven't a clue even how to find this. I mean, I don't see anything in Discord.
No, in Roll20.
It's in Roll20 chat.
Sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
I thought I was in Roll20 and I didn't see anything there, but maybe.
You might have to scroll down. It's under your Arcana check. If you don't see your Arcana check, you're not low enough.
I see. And the next thing says start in the harvestman's. And
Yes, that is the clue.
and then there's a bunch of
There's
carrots.
a guy pointing up to it.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, if there's some way to get to Harvestman's Retreat, I don't know how. Harvestman's Retreat, would that be a tavern? Or is it something more I don't know.
Your vast experience with taverns. You've never heard of one called a Harvestman's Retreat, but it's could be one.
Well, yeah.
I mean, you obviously haven't been to all the taverns.
Well, but I'm working on it.
In the different games, he'll get there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh if this guy ends up putting one in his game called the Harvestman's Retreat now.
That would really screw with him.
I'm sorry, I'm just drawing a blank.
Okay, so are you telling this to your party members?
Yes.
Okay.
I've got this clue. It says start in the Harvestman's Retreat. But I don't know what the Harvestman's Retreat means other than a tavern. And I just don't know. It's probably something so simple that I couldn't possibly understand.
Do I recognize it?
This guy, give me an either a nature or a history check.
I feel like it's sounds very ranger-y.
Yes. I can't remember his name.
My excuse is I'm just getting too old. I don't remember.
You had a mentor when you came to the surface, right, Sky? Am I misremembering that?
A mentor?
Yeah. A ranger or somebody you stayed with for a while? He taught you?
No, that was Elro.
Oh, damn.
I just kind of, I think I'd have to check my bio, but I think I just kind of wandered around.
Okay. Never mind on that. Then,
Are you referencing the Oinkin Boink?
no. There was a in your past, Sky. There was a time when um you spent a lot of time alone. Obviously, at one point you did have a friend that came to visit regularly, and she had a very peculiar way of speaking. Um, she didn't use the typical common names for things. Um, it's something um, like a squirrel would be like a long-tailed rat, or um, a maybe she called an owl a hooter or something along that lines.
That
Um,
makes me think of a TikTok I just watched a couple of days ago.
okay.
It was like an Aussie or New Zealander or something like that, and they just, you don't know how anything's called, do you? And the guy just, the camel was a lava humped llama or something like that.
Lava humped llama. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just really weird and stupid.
Okay, but it's a language shift like that. Um, and several times she would um, mention that she was deathly afraid of harvestmen, which after some time you came to find out she actually meant she was deathly afraid of spiders.
Oh, there's a spider haunt woods that we've been at previous, and there were spiders up there.
Yeah, that's an odd place to find spiders.
Sorry, sometimes I can't help myself.
Yeah, you'd think that if the forests are haunted, the spiders wouldn't want to be there.
Except I think they're part of the haunting. Interesting, but at least for me, that puts me no closer to an answer than I was before. Sorry, guys, I'm not much help.
Well, it says to start in the harvestman's retreat.
Okay.
if you think the Harvestman's retreat is the Spider Haunt Woods, then maybe you should start in the Spider Haunt Woods.
Okay. Well, what do you guys think?
That sounds like a good idea to me.
Okay, so we're going to go back to killing spiders.
Sounds like it. After saying, or I'll say Spider Hunt Woods, or we will say it out loud, does the enchantment change on the book?
Well, there's an idea.
Um, the enchantment does not change, although, Lazen, with that Arcana check, you think that if it is going to change, it would probably have to happen wherever the clue is leading to. As in, you have to reach the destination of the clue before the next clue will show up.
Okay, so shall we head off to the Spider Haunt Woods and see what happens?
Sounds like a plan.
How many days' travel is this going to involve?
Depends on how you go about it. I mean, by road, it could be a little while.
Quite a while.
Yes, I'm just remembering our travel there before. Hmm.
We got a teleport there last time.
To the Spider Haunt? I'm pretty sure you didn't.
Oh no, yeah, you're right.
Because that was when you were
Yeah, we walked up to the Moonsteel. We
traveling
went
with Timothy.
south through Parabor.
Yeah, we had worked with us, and we went through the weird territory that he didn't like.
Yeah.
And Timothy.
Yep, and that's where, about right there, where we a strange band of people that we got the whatever hell whirl thing was, and Ozzy. Izzy and Ozzy.
Do we have a boat of some sort? Does Master House have one, or do we have something?
Sure, why not? What were you thinking?
Just taking the boat up along the river uh, to here or something, and then walking from there might be easier.
Or we could take our horse and wagon and go that way. That would be somewhat faster than walking, wouldn't it? Was it Meowgerfluff?
You remembered the horse's name.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. Doesn't
just
look like much of anything is close.
oh, we lost someone.
This guy just got back there. Or left and came back.
I don't know, my audio is like very distorted.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, I don't see any way we're going to get there any faster by standing here talking about it. So, yeah, let's see if we don't have a dinghy or rowboat or something. We can head off up the river from the master's house. Sure, we must have some sort of boat. Let's ask around the master's house and see if there isn't someone who has charge of a boat that we could use.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a problem. I imagine if nothing else, that the groundskeepers probably have one just to. Or, I guess not really groundskeepers, but I don't know. I imagine they go fishing to help supply food for the school. So yeah, you probably definitely have a boat. It would make sense.
Then is it large enough to well, I guess the issue is getting it back here. If we're gonna be gone for a while.
You think that Stumble Duck would at least either be able to port us up there, or possibly port us to the other wizard's tower that I forget the dude's name at?
Master Asriel.
He might, yeah. If we asked him nice enough.
I should probably mark that on the map. Not a very big mark, but it's blue. Are you guys waiting on me to answer a question? Sorry.
No. I think Sky's idea of seeing if Simple will bring us there is a good one, and if not, then we can just walk along the same road as last time.
Okay. So we head off to see Stumbleduck.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Well, that involves a teleport from the master's house to the tavern in Parawar
Maiden
to
Respite.
start. Yeah, the Maiden Respite. That's right.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of ducks.
Well, we'll get my gear together and get ready to start down from the master house teleport circle. And get down there and wait for the others.
Okay. Did anyone think to bring the book?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you head down to the portal room, and you complete the simple incantation to teleport over to Main's Respite, and you appear in the basement there. Make your way upstairs, and Fanny and Connor. Well, Fanny welcomes you warmly. She says, "Welcome, welcome. Can I get you anything? Nice lunch, perhaps."
Well, lunch sounds good. I'm always partial to a little food, but I just wonder, do you guys think we have the time to eat, or should we just go?
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold up. Did that? I'll look over at Ariana. Did actually come out of Lazem's mouth? Lazem loves food.
Well, yes, I certainly do, but we have a matter of some urgency, and I'm willing to forego the sumptuous repast if it'll get us on our journey and get going. But it wouldn't take much to convince me to stay.
Probably be good to have food in our stomachs before we head out.
You know,
Probably.
I agree with that, and with that, I'll go and sit at a table and wait.
Okay, she brings you. Takes a little bit of time, but she brings you out, each of you, um, a plate covered in um, or rather, large bowls of lamb stew, mutton stew, whatever you want to call it, with large chunks of fresh hot bread with melting butter, and large tankards of cold frothy mead or ale, depending on your preference.
I thank her kindly and grab my spoon and get ready to dig in.
And a few minutes later, um, Connor comes out carrying an entire um, leg of lamb and gives it to Damba.
I'm sure that Dombo would appreciate that. And he sits right there on the floor next to us and just chows right into that leg of lamb. In a few minutes, there's not much left.
I'll grab some of the food as well and eat a nice mid-morning meal.
I'm
As well,
presuming it'd probably be pretty close to noon with all the searching and
Eat a nice midday meal.
yes, midday.
And then wait for everyone else to finish and get ready to head out.
Okay. Um, so after lunch, you grab your things. Uh, crap. Just a second. Sorry about that. My dad is being hounded by dogs at the moment. We're dealing with food delivery. You head out from Maiden's Respite, make your way towards the arcane tower of Mernig Stumbleduck, the resident enchanter slash master of the arcane. Um,
On the way, could we stop at a place I can get our crossbow bolts?
oh my god, you're running low on crossbow bolts?
I mean, I wouldn't say low, but I like to be prepared.
Sure. How many you want?
120.
Okay, gold per 20. So, you can buy as many as you want. Just, yeah.
Gold per 20, that's 6 gold per 120.
Yeah. Anyone else want anything?
I was gonna say no, but let me double check.
Did we get healing potions? There were some questionable times on the island.
If
Might
you'd
be
like.
a good idea.
Yeah, if you'd like some, you can. Um,
No,
I
typically.
that
have.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I have 2 regular potions of healing.
I have 4 regular potions, and based on the way things go, maybe a greater potion or 2 would help.
Okay. Typically 50 gold for a regular healing potion, 150 for greater, and then 500 for superior and
Well, I don't have enough gold to do that, so I guess I'll have to be happy with what I have.
you don't have enough gold? How could you not have enough
My
gold?
personal stash.
Oh,
This would be stuff to keep the party alive, wouldn't it be?
Well, that's true, I guess. We definitely have enough gold and platinum to do that in any fashion you'd like. So,
okay. So it's 50 for regular potions, 150 for greater, 500 for superior, and 5,000 for Supreme.
What do you think? Couple of superior or just greater?
Um,
I think it'd be good for Ariana to have some superior,
Okay.
just in case.
All right, and that's 500 each. So how many shall we buy?
how much money do we have?
I don't know. Something like 25,000 gold. So certainly enough for anything you think we need.
We can probably. And how much were the graders?
They were 150 and superiors 500.
Might be worth getting like 5 superiors or something, and then a few graders.
All right. 5 superiors is 2,500 gold. And what do you want? 10 graders? That's another 1,500 gold. So we've still got plenty of gold remaining. And I'm taking no answer as sent. And so I pumped down the 2,500 gold for the superiors and indicate that they go to Ariana.
While we're doing that, I will ask, is there any discount for getting multiple potions here?
That would certainly seem like a prudent thing to do.
Give me a persuasion check, Sky, since you're the one that brought it up.
Horrible roll.
How much are you buying? You say 15 total?
15 potions total.
I'll give you a 10% discount.
So that's a discount of 400 on 4,000 gold.
Sure.
Does that suit you, Sky?
Definitely.
All right. Then I'll put the 3,600 gold out on the counter and retrieve 5 superior, which I'm going to hand to Ariana. And then 5 each of the greater to myself and to you, Sky. I'm sure as we're traveling, we're going to want to give some of those to Rogar, but we can settle that as we go along. And also your crossbow bolts. What of those do you need?
I already took care of that.
Oh, okay.
I will take the potions and put them in my bag.
As will I.
Ariana, you currently have 2 regular, you said?
Correct.
I'm gonna give those 2 to Rogar, and I will give 3 greater healing potions to Rogar as well.
You'll give the 2 normal ones to him?
The 2 normal and 3 of my graders.
Sounds good.
He's in melee and more often needing it than I do.
Do you have access to a sheet, Sky?
Yes, I added them.
Okay. Okay, so any other um shopping?
I don't think so.
Actually, get like 1,000 gold worth of diamond, powdered diamond.
It's probably a good idea.
And does Iriona need to get some new tinker tools since she broke hers, making me diamond powder?
Oh, I remember about that now.
Yes, most likely, actually. I think I have it written on there even. Yep. Broken Tinker's tools. I will purchase some more.
Okay. Wow, I did not expect this to turn into a shopping episode. But it works. Pact Lich. See, tools, Tinker's tools. 50 gold for Tinker's tools. And you said you wanted 1,000 gold worth of diamond dust? Specifically dust? Sky?
Yes, specifically powdered diamond.
What do you need that for?
My freaking... What is this? Ranger? Yeah, it is Ranger. My Ranger spell that I get that I can't use without a specific valuable component. The glyph of warding that I tried to do at on the island.
Is 1,000 gold enough to?
It's 200 gold, so
Okay.
that'll get me 5 uses of it. And I rarely ever need it, but that way I've got it if I need it.
It's on my spell list also, but if you have it taken, then that's probably easier.
Give me an investigation check, Sky.
That's not.
Ariana, how much were those tools?
55 gold.
All right, I'll pay for them.
Thank you.
You find one jeweler willing to, or that even has diamond dust available. However, the price he's wanting to charge you. He only has what would be 200, basically enough for one spell casting, and he's wanting to charge you 350 for it.
I will say, how about we settle this at 250 gold, and I promise to come back for more.
Give me a persuasion check.
Got to be better than Nate, right?
Kind of has to be. I mean, you have a plus 15.
And 11. Sweet. Okay. Oh well.
Well, if you want to take it that way, then you actually rolled a 1, not an 8.
Well, yeah, no, yeah, I know, but yeah, I was just going off the roll because I was looking at the 15 perception and I was like, come on, we can do better than. No. My last one was an 8. The 23 is an 8.
Oh.
Plus 6 plus. Yeah.
Oh, I see. I see. He agrees. Yeah, I'll do that price. 250 and promise to return.
Okay, and I'll pay for it.
Sweetness.
And that's essentially enough for one casting.
Yep.
And actually, can we search for some herbs, oils, and incense worth at least 1,000 gold, so I can cast Hollow again if needed.
That actually wouldn't be very difficult, especially with the temple so close by.
Yeah.
So another 1,000 gold, and you have your hollow supplies. Have you made a dent in that gold supply yet, Dad?
Well, in the gold itself, yes, but we still have uh, over 2,000 platinum, so that's 20,000 gold in addition. So we're good.
All right, I think we are ready then.
I guess the thing that will tell is how much Stumbleduck's going to charge us to do what we need.
Yeah.
You said you have 2,000 platinum?
Yes.
Sounds like a fair number.
No, it doesn't.
It's an appreciable amount of funds, but it's not a fair number to pay for anything.
Okay, so you guys finish your shopping and head to um, Stumbleduck's arcane tower. As you approach, a door appears in the side, and you're able to knock on it. And very shortly after, he swings the door open. Um, in his characteristic irritated attitude. But as soon as he sees who is at the door, he kind of softens it a bit and says, um, welcome, friends of the Master's house. What can I do for you?
We were wondering if you would be able to uh, teleport us up toward the Spiderheart Woods.
He kind of raises an eyebrow and says, why ever would you want to go there?
Death to the spiders.
I'll just kind of shrug and say, we got a tip that we're needed up there.
He just kind of looks at you and smiles, and then looks back over at you, Sky, and kind of looks you up and down and says, I have to admit that's not something that one usually hears from your kind. And then
There's a few of my kind that would really like them all to die. And I'll smile.
well, can't say I have any love for spiders, but come along. And he takes you Um, walks you back into the tower, and obviously the tower is much larger on the inside than it appears from the outside.
Obviously.
I mean, what decent mage wouldn't do that, you know? Um, he walks you into a large workshop type area. And he mixes a few herbs, looks a few herbs and oils. He looks through his spell book, kind of tracing his fingers down the page, reading something real quick. And he walks around and touches the back of each of your hands with this oil that he mixed, and then he stands with his hands out towards the party and says, "Everyone join hands."
I will take his hands.
And
As will I.
have you been to the Spiderhaunt Woods before?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Good. Think happy thoughts and concentrate on your memories of those woods. um, does anyone know if Rogar's been there before? He joined after that, right?
Highly doubt it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Okay, then Stumbleduck will kind of get a mischievous grin on his face and look at Rogar and say, "Good luck." And he says some words, and you guys are suddenly have this intense pressure. Feels like you're wrapped in something that's just squeezing you and pushing all the air out of your lungs, and it's like the entire world is collapsing in on you. And after several moments of not being able to breathe, it's just, you start to worry that this is going to be your end. And suddenly the world spins, and you're taking in a deep, inhaling a deep breath as the sound of birds and the wind in the trees, or wind through the leaves of the trees, I should say, comes to your ears. And you are all laying down in which you assume to be Spiderhaunt Woods. Assuming Mernig didn't screw you over.
I'll just kind of take a look around and see if it looks like what I expect it to look like.
Ooh, lucky you. Yeah, you see the purple, red, and black leaves that you expect to see, that you've only ever actually seen in the Spiderhaunt Woods. Um, Yeah, as far as you know, it was a successful trip. As far as you can tell, rather.
All right.
I'll rise and take my weapons in my hands and slowly, carefully make a turn to take in the entire area around us, looking for any threats, uh, spiders, or anything else.
Okay, give me a perception check. Okay. Um. First of all, you don't currently see any spiders. Um. There are a number of cobwebs hanging from trees. You know, webbing strands. Um. About I don't know. I'd say about 45 feet or so west of where you are. Kind of. I'm sorry, not west, east. Kind of east southeast of where you are. You do see some thicker webs that might indicate that they're actually still in use. So if you decide to head that direction, then you might encounter some spiders. In addition, about um, 50 feet northeast of where you are standing, you do see one of those um, what do they call it? One of the patches of false ground that indicates a trapdoor spider. One of those giant trapdoor spiders that you guys saw. It's kind of, what did I say, about 30 feet northwest of where you are.
Just like a whole bunch of nests or something. Or sorry, a whole bunch of webs. I mean, in like a conspicuous pile on the ground.
Yeah, basically it looks like it's like a patch of mud or sticks or whatever that as you approach, the spider pushes it up and grabs you and then pulls you down into the hole.
Yeah. Um, I will ask Latham to take a look at the book.
Okay, before I do that, I want to ask, do we know if there are any spiders that have the ability to be invisible?
Yes, you do. There are. Well, it's not
Phase
really in.
spiders.
It's not.
Phase spiders can shift out of our sight.
Yes, it's not really invisible. It's out of phase with your reality. Although Ariana would still see them.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just uh, there's something in the back of my mind that says that some spiders can be invisible, and I just want to make sure we weren't caught off guard because of that.
Where did you read that?
I don't remember. Somewhere in the Master's House library, I presume.
Oh, okay. Um,
Nevertheless, let's look at the book.
okay. In the book, da, 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 da. Come on, cooperate with me. Okay. A new line has been added to that clue. Or a new clue has been added, I should say. It simply says, pass through the maw.
What is meant by the maw?
You asking that out loud?
Yes, I am.
There's a mouth to the west of us. A maw could be like the mouth.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It very well might be.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I guess it's close enough we could do that. And if we get an additional clue, that's good. If we don't, then we know we're wrong. I'm willing. Shall we go that way?
May as well.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Who's gonna lead?
I will.
Okay, give me a survival check.
I'll pick up the rear and stay away from Rogar while he's walking.
Stay away from Rogar, is that what you said?
Yes. In my normal, stick to the shadows kind of way.
Are you thinking Rogar will attract the spiders, or are you trying to, or is he not stealthy enough, or why are you staying away from Rogar?
Big brass dragonborn that likes to crunch, crunch, crunch.
Okay, so it's because he's too damn loud. Gotcha.
Yep.
That makes sense. Okay. The party heads towards the west. At this point, it's um I'm gonna say roughly 3 or 4 in the afternoon. After all the investigating and then teleporting to the school or to the Parabor and then the shopping. Oh, investigating, looking for books, and then studying the books and trying to figure out the puzzles. Um, yeah, I'd say it's about 3 or 4 in the afternoon at this point.
Sounds good. So we have a few hours before we have to
It's it.
get some rest.
I'd say probably about 5 hours before you have to um, set up camp or before you risk exhaustion. Um, I guess when you would normally set up camp would be what I'm saying. You head what you're pretty sure is west for the rest of the evening, the rest of the afternoon. Um, you're gonna give me uh,
Give you
I'm thinking. Well, let's see how this resolves first. You may not need any more. So, if Iriana is leading and Sky is taking up the rear, where are Rogar and Lazum?
In the middle.
Okay, but is it Lazum Rogar or Rogar Lazum?
Well, I think Lazem would be next because I'm walking pretty much in step with Iriana, looking to the right and left just to be sure we don't miss anything or have any surprises.
Okay. Um, as the party is traveling, um, you guys are paying attention to the trapdoor spider location and the thick webbing off to the east of your landing spot. Um, and as Iriana starts to lead the party away, within less than 10 minutes, um, you guys kind of stop and look up and start looking around and realize you've actually walked right into the middle of a large group of the trapdoor spiders.
Perfect.
Um, a couple of them, just like a few feet away, have even started to um, peek out of their trapdoors. You can see the trapdoor kind of popping up and down every, just like a fraction of an inch every couple of breaths. Like they're getting ready to strike.
Well, if we see that, then I guess we're gonna start fighting them.
Mhm.
You're gonna fight?
How is it? How is it that we're in the middle of that? Because we were walking away from it.
This is another group.
Oh, all right.
So you said you're gonna fight, Ariana?
I guess we could run away, couldn't we?
That's up to you. If you guys want to fight, that's fine. You're just gonna have to give me a second to make a map real quick, because honestly, I wasn't expecting you to fight, because you seldom like to fight, or you usually try not to fight. But I have no problem with that. I can make a map real
Yeah.
quick.
Well, if we're
Yeah.
right in the middle of them, I'm just not sure how we would avoid.
I'm sure if they spoke common, the Ariana would be like, "Hey, you can turn yourself in," but
Exactly.
they don't. I will flip my mirror, come out from the shadows. Am I seeing like? Is it really obvious that these spiders are hopping up and down?
Yeah, your passive perception would definitely,
Okay.
you definitely see him.
And I will flip my mirror, come out of the shadows, and command them. I don't have that spell, I don't think, but command them to stand down. Hopefully, they have some sort of intelligence and see a drow and think, "Oh shit!" Like I obey them.
um, just to clarify, you don't have any like special abilities or
No.
spells or anything for this. It's
Oh no.
you're just
Nope. Not at all.
just a flat back
Just
off.
relying on his drowness.
Okay, just want to clarify that. Um, give me an intimidation check. I'll even give you advantage since you are a drow. Oh damn.
Yeah, I'll take that.
um, as you turn your mirror and step out of the shadows, one of the spiders actually starts its strike, and it's like halfway out of its trapdoor and about to grab Iriana when you shout, "Stand down!" And it freezes for just a moment, kind of hesitates, and then after a tense heartbeat or two, it slowly draws itself back into its trapdoor. Uh, for now, your intimidation has worked. Can't
So we
promise.
get out of here.
Can't promise it'll last long.
Say we hightail it out of here.
Sounds like a plan. I will start heading out and continue the way that we were heading.
Okay, give me another survival check, Ariana.
All right. Hopefully better. A little bit better.
A whole lot better. Um, you make a hasty retreat, or I guess hasty charge forward through the trapdoor spider area. Um, and spend good portion of the rest, the next 4.5 hours or so, um, carefully watching and looking for further trapdoor spider nests. Um, uh, Off your path, both to the north and south, you do see um, large webs spun between the trees, sometimes vertically, sometimes horizontally. You manage to pick your way through the um, through the webbing in such a way that you avoid getting stuck. Though a couple times you do find yourself um, having to deal with these near invisible um, web doors, essentially between the trees, nearly invisible. And but if you were to walk into them, you probably wouldn't be. You would probably be stuck in them. You guys managed to avoid those for the most part.
For the most part.
Yeah, you have to kind of burn one or two away as you make your way through. Um,
I like the idea of burning most of them.
well, if you want to make an effort to make a serious effort towards eliminating spiders in the woods, you feel free.
What would their reaction be?
Well, what would you do if somebody came into your home and started burning your doors, burning your furniture?
Yeah, I'd probably try to stop them. So I guess I agree with Ariana. We should just burn the ones that are absolutely necessary.
Much as I would love to rid the spiders, I also don't want to have the chance of burning down a forest either.
Burning down a forest is probably not a good idea, even if it has a lot of spiders everywhere.
Yeah, Maliki might frown on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make your way on, or you continue making your way, as the day comes to an end and the sun begins to set. Um, do you guys want to look for a camp? Are you gonna set up a mansion or a hut or what?
I'll just do a mansion.
Okay, that's a very helpful
But
spell, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah. That's why I wanted to learn.
it's also a fairly effective way of protecting us against these spiders since they can't come in.
And having a climate-controlled place to rest, getting your fill on food. Yeah. It is an amazing spell.
Not to mention the fact that Ariana can literally change it each time she casts it, which means she can add things to it as you need them in
Well,
the
everyone
future.
can do that.
Well, I know, that's what I mean. So you can change it as your party grows, so you can add things like labs and training rooms and things like that as your party needs them, which is really neat. Okay, um, so you cast a spell, and the party enters the mansion for the evening. Um, is there anything in particular you guys want to do before resting for the night?
No.
Okay, then let's just go ahead and say that you guys bed down for the evening, and we'll pick it up next session with you guys waking up in the morning.
Sounds.
I'm assuming you are wanting to head out about now. Well,
Yeah.
okay. Then yeah, let's just pick it up next week. Then hopefully we'll have our resident.
Sick boy.
Huh?
Our resident sick boy.
Yeah. What is he? A Goliath? Is he Goliath in this one too?
No, Dragonborn.
Dragonborn. Right. Sorry. Or isn't Dragonborn? Will hopefully return next week. Um, Other than that, I apologize for being so late. I closed my eyes, try and get rid of the headache, and about quarter 20 after 4 or something like that. The next thing I knew, my dad was yelling at me, telling me it was 20 after 5. And you guys are still waiting on me. And I have to be honest, when I found out Rogar wasn't here, I came very close to just canceling it. And yeah. But I'm glad I didn't, because my headache went away fairly shortly after we got started.
Yeah, and we've had a fairly productive session this time.
I hope so. I hope you consider it productive.
Well, I guess we'll know if we can continue to follow the clues, and they will help us to find what we need.
Let's see, I said 5 hours, right? So yeah, let's put you about right there.
I'll see you guys next week.
Okay, have a good one, Bo.
Yes, have a good week.